Hello everyone. Today we are going to study indefinite integration, which is a part of integral calculus CBSE ICSE JEE Mains Advanced. So let's give the heading indefinite integration. So first of all, what is integration? Before understanding integration, you must know the basic differentiation. So I think you know that much, the basic differentiation. So integration is the reverse process of differentiation. Integration is reverse process of differentiation. What does it mean? It means d by dx of some function of x fx is equals to gx if then integration of gx dx is equals to f of x plus c. So this is the basic formula for integration. Now let's indicate the symbols and the functions, what these symbols indicates. Okay, so this is the sign of integration. Is NIT. Okay, integration. This gx is integrand grand or function to be integrated. This dx is differential element of x, shear element of x. Okay, so this fx is antiderivative derivative, or we can say integral of gx, and this c is called arbitrary constant or constant of integration. Now this is the basic introduction to the formula. Now why this c arbitrary constant is coming, question arises. So let's move forward. So question is, why this constant of integration, that is c is coming. So in order to understand that, here is the explanation. Say for example, if we take a differentiation of some function, say sine x, then we'll get cos of x. If we take differentiation of sine of x plus some constant say 2, then also we'll get cos of x, because the differentiation of constant function is 0. Then if we take d by dx of sine of x plus some arbitrary constant say c, then also we'll get cos of x. So it means for the different values of c we are getting the same answer. So for that matter we have to add this constant of integration, that is c, with the answer of integration, because for different values of c we'll get different answers, and this is the only reason we are calling it indefinite integration. Okay, so we need to make sure that we always add plus this c constant of integration in the answer of integration after solving it. Now moving further to basic formulas. Okay, basic formulas basic formulas of integration. So before mugging up the basic formulas, we must know how these formulas are coming, what is the basic approach, what is the basic thinking behind it. So in order to explain it, I'm taking one example. Say for example, uh, d by dx of sine x is cos x. As integration is a reverse process of differentiation, it means integration of cos x dx will be sine of x plus c. Why this c is coming, I've already explained. Okay, so now if I'll ask you that tell me the integration of sine of x dx, how will you think about it? about the answer. We'll proceed like this: that differentiation of, we know the differentiation of cos of x is equals to minus sin x, but here we have asked integration of sin x, not minus sin x. So if we'll put minus in front of cos, then we'll get minus of minus sin x, that is sin x. Now as integration is the reverse process of differentiation, integration of sin x dx will be equals to minus cos of x plus c. So this is the basic way of thinking how to get these basic formulas. So let's write few formulas. Say for example, integration of x की power n dx, and as the differentiation of x की power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 is equals to x की power n. Therefore integration of x power n dx will be equal to x power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c, that we know why we are adding this c. And if I'll ask integration of 1 by x, then differentiation of ln x is 1 by x, then integration of x will be equals to ln x plus c. Similarly, if we'll ask that integration of e की power x dx, then we know the differentiation of e की power x is equals to e की power x only, then integration will be equals to e की power x plus c. As this is my demo video, so I'm just skipping these basic formulas, moving to the next thing, that is properties of integration. Properties of integration. Okay, so properties of integration means what are the properties of integration? So first properties is integration of, if integration of fx dx is equals to some function gx plus c, then if x is equals to t, therefore in case if x equals to t, then we can write like this: ft dt will be equals to gt plus c. This is the property, but this is only possible when x is equals to t. So I'll ask you questions like, if we'll take integration of cos x dx, it will be equals to sin x plus c. If I'll ask you cos of x square dx square, then what will be the answer? It will be equals to sin of x square plus c. Why? Because here this function is with respect to x square, and this is the differential element with respect to x square only. Then if these are same, we can put it like that: x square equals to t, and then it will become cos t dt and sin t, like this: cos t dt, which will equal to sin t plus c, and we can put in place of t x square, so sin of x square plus c. Okay, again moving forward, if I'll ask you another question, say for example, integration of cos x d x square, then what will be the answer? I'll say sin of x square plus c, but this is wrong. In order to perform it directly, this should, and the function should be with respect to the same thing with as the differential element, but here it is with respect to x, and it is a function of x, and this is the differential element of x square. So these are different, we cannot proceed like that. So this is the wrong way. So how to proceed for this? The right way, is we know the d by dx of x square is 2x, then d of x square will be equals to 2x dx, and we can put it 2x dx in place of t of x square, then it will become x square into 2x dx, which will become 2x cos x dx. Now we can solve it, but there will use some different method in order to solve it, and we'll learn it later. But now it is solvable. We cannot solve it like that. Okay, we'll have to convert it to this one, and then only we can solve it. Okay, as this is my demo video, I'm ending it here. Thank you.